Hi, you all. Welcome. Today, I'm going to be doing a collective reading. So let's get into it. All right. So let's see what's going on with the collective. Let's see what's going on with the collective. We have the announcement. Well, this is good news. We have G3. This is about information. Okay. The announcement. Creation is art. Our thoughts are a work of art. Your partner is the art of the beginning and the end. Patterns are being recognized, and the path to beginnings are being announced. This change is better always. Remember these moments, Z. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying that you are sleeping. The collective is sleeping on some form of announcement. Okay. Like, I feel like this is a time where things are being connected. Everything is not what it seems, and all is connected, okay? Now there's like a specific, okay? You can't just generalize something. Something's very specific. It's very like, okay, that's what that is, okay? Over our energy, we have pure seduction. So this is thoughts, okay? This is just naturally what something is. Like, you can say that somebody is a woman, someone is a female, somebody is a child, okay? That is the energy. Respect what you have. Nothing lasts forever. And for that, tea time. Time to change the game. We're here. Keep it short and sweet. Too much of the same and not enough hashtag infatuation, hashtag think. Okay, this is also about connected to G3. This is about how something is of a vibrational match of worth, morals, and values. And not only that, now that you know that something's on a higher frequency and it's pure seduction, it's natural, okay? And you're giving it a higher frequency or a high frequency name, okay? Now there is not a need to just be, you know, that's just there, or like taking something for granted, or calling it I think. Do not say I think. This is a knowing energy, right? And getting getting to know this vibration and or frequency, this information, this pattern here. Okay, so it's going to be different for all of you in terms of like what the situation is, but for sure there is a focus point on a particular vibration, energy, and frequency, and something is completely worth the investment. Okay, and now it's like, let me get to know this vibration and or frequency. So if you change something, if you saw something, if something is a particular way and it has been a particular way for so long, I'm definitely getting for you, collective, that this is not just for you, but also for the other person and the situation to be doing the same thing. So you both are doing the same thing. It's not a dance. It's more of an announcement. Okay, I said what I said, I'm doing what I'm doing, I feel what I feel, and that's it. Like, and that is putting this vibration and a frequency, this energy on a higher pedestal. Okay, because at the end of the day, it's a really bright new beginning. It's an announcement. I heard you, okay? I heard you. I heard what you said. Like, this is what we're doing. Yeah, we have closure, moving on here. I'm also getting that there is a female that is moving on, or there's a woman that, there's a female or there's a male and or both that is moving on, okay, from this energy, okay, because they know, okay, now they got the confirmation of knowing, okay. You know what, scratch that. It's not moving on. I feel like someone had a question, okay. They saw signs of synchronicities. They was like, I wonder. And this is somebody that is now like, okay, this is worth the investment. I'm intrigued. This is someone that's going to be like a lot more expressive, using expressions and you know, tones, okay, to get to A to B with this vibration and or frequency. This is pretty interesting because this is one of those things where a perfect example is like, okay, oh, you guys are dating? I didn't know you guys were dating, okay? And so it's like, I heard, you know, people said that you guys might be dating, you might be getting married or whatever the case is, or there was something going on between you and this guy, you and this girl, you in this situation. But I didn't really I didn't really like, you know, think anything of it until there was an announcement of someone saying like, yo, shorty, this and that and third, yada, 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 blah, 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 zay. And now this is people in the collective that's like, okay, so now I see that this is a vibrational match. This is worth whatever title, okay? And the title is going to come last, okay? But just know that in this vibration and the frequency, this energy, there's going to be a lot of labeling. Okay, so if you don't like the label, then you can honestly make another announcement and be like, hey, yo, I'm not like that, okay? So we're not going to go that way, okay? We're not going to swing that way, okay? Because at the end of the day, this is the energy of respect, okay? But I am seeing that a lot of labeling here. And, you know, I also feel like people didn't also notice that, notice certain things about certain people, situations, and energies. They didn't know that about them. Like they just thought that, oh, that's the way how the system goes. And that's not the way how the system goes. You're making it very clear that this is the system and you need to see the whole story. You need to see both sides of the coin and not just see half of it or a quarter of it. Okay, just because it's not, you know, within your boundaries. And this is the vibration and or energy frequency of, you know, making it transparent, okay, regardless if you know, had some form of like boundary or there was a white line, okay? This is what it is. We're making it very transparent, and we are in a pot full of labels, and you now know that this is worth the vibration of respect, morals, and values, and that this shit is natural. So I'm not going to question your authority, your integrity, okay? I'm not going to do anything of that sort, but I will be labeling what a situation and a vibration and or an energy is, okay? I'm going to be very infatuated, and I'm going to think before I speak now, okay? Because I was dry as hell. Now I'm infatuated. Now I'm interested. Okay, now this doesn't have to be anything negative, okay, but it is definitely something where it's like, you did read me wrong, okay? You did read me wrong. You did read the situation wrong. You just read me wrong. Period. Okay. Definitely there was a lot of assumptions. I wasn't aware, etc., etc. And now everybody is talking. At least, like, you know, noticing the patterns and the beginnings and the endings, okay, and the announcement, like where things is going, okay? So the hardest part is over, I would say, with this energy, because people would be also trying to figure out, like, is this worth the investment, right? It's be like too many people, too many hands inside of the pot. Now that you got, like, okay, your hand, all your hands could be inside of the pot at the same time. Now we can focus on the announcement part, okay? That's his energy. So let's see what's going on with the energy. This card wants to come out. We have the Ace of Wands, right? Great spiritual satisfaction and a period of prosperity. This could be something about your money. This could be also something about your T7, right? Pure seduction, your morals, your values, right? Your respect, what you have. Over our energy, we have the Ace of Cups here. Romantic success, the lovers, the world, emotional feelings. So you could be having a situation going on with like money, spiritual satisfaction, and also a romance thing going on here. I see Spirit wants to keep this like very transparent with you in terms of like a new beginning with you, because I feel like Spirit is like, I don't want you to think that this is bad. I don't want you to think that this is wrong, right? But there is a vibration and a frequency where people are just feeling really good about themselves, okay? Like even if they're having a bad time here, there's like, I'm giving some form of announcement that there's hope on the other side. Now, not only that here, if the energy in this, like if the energy, because there's like a transitioning going on with the collective, so kind of, okay? But the announcement's not really a transition. It's more of like, boom, it's right there. I'm gonna just like smack it on you, okay? But anywho's, it's not really transition here. The collective is going through like this G3, 7, T7 energy, okay? So I feel like this is a very dense, but also something that is not as heavy, okay? Even though I said dense, it's like a contradiction, but it's really dense here, but it's easy to absorb, okay? It's easy to absorb. But lots of new beginnings, okay? So your love life, your spiritual life, okay, and your emotions are being highlighted at this time. We have the Nine of Wands here, positive changes that bring small success, learning good news in the near future. So with this being said here, this is a long-term investment that's coming in, which is a confirmation for y'all. There's a long-term investment about your spiritual satisfaction and your money, okay? Something that you did in the present when it comes to if you're working or if you're working towards like a project, taxes, anything like that, saving up money, there's going to be like some news that comes in. This could be something about a savings account. This could be something about like, you know, your spiritual growth, satisfaction here. You could just be feeling physically different, feeling like you have armor, okay? Over energy, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is protection. Like you're gonna be receiving a confirmation that you have protection. This could be a promotion. This could be a new opportunity in work. Okay, this could be also about like spiritual satisfaction in whatever region you want to have satisfaction in. Over energy for that, we have divinatory. Okay, divinatory arts. Two people's unions and evokes the infinite love and feelings. It announces a marriage as its bond to individual match in love. Okay, this is in reverse here. So this is not about your love life. Spirit said this is not your love life. This is not about your love life. This message here, this Nine of Wands energy here. But the behind that card here, we have the Five of Wands. Here we said we have success without composition. Okay, triumph over any obstacles here. So if there was like any quarrels, any Five of Swords energy, competition or anything like that, I do see that you have won. Okay, or you have decided to initiate in a different way, a different tactic. Okay, you manifested something differently, you change your position, and I am seeing that in the near future that's going to really work out for your ass when it comes to spiritual satisfaction and your money. Okay, that's going to work out really well for you. Okay, I do feel like I'm hearing ninjas is going to be upset at you. They're going to be tight at you because I feel like this is people, places, and things that was like, okay, I'm moving on because I'm in this energy, but it's like, you know, it's one of those things, but it's like, just keep watching. Like, you know, that girl is like, would you get coming back like a revolving door? This what you know, right? But just keep watching, okay? Just keep watching. It's like, motherfuckers is watching you, but they watching you for a little too long because now their money is like flop, you know? But I don't know. I feel like this is about people, like the energies, the people or the energies that you're like attracting. These are people that have a problem with you. Like they wanted to get to know you, and these are people that have like a certain style or vibration or frequency, and they're not able to like implement that. They're not able to like just lay it all on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's really like conflicting. So they decided to calm their ass down, which is actually the right thing to do. And, you know, figure your ass out. Y'all like, okay, what's going on in my love life? Your love life is coming through, though. Strong. We have the Three of Cups in reverse here. Upcoming success on projects. Be optimistic. Personal satisfaction on spiritual projects. Be creative. We have surprises. This is in reverse, though. But you have a new beginning in that energy. And we have the Nine of Pentacles here. Lateness in conclusion, obstacles, uncertainties, and postponed. You have to receive a confirmation in the future about the Ace of Wands here. This great spiritual satisfaction and a period of prosperity. Yes, you do. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, we have a breakthrough. So this is all going back to like the Ace of Wands energy. Once you receive like this Ace of Wands energy and this like new information in the near future here about like a change of position, a change in tactic, a change in your money, the way how you invested or whatever it is here, you're going to receive a breakthrough about your love life, your emotional stability. Because with the Ace of Swords here, I feel like you guys are in this like pure seduction announcement energy, like I said, and it's bringing in like the Ace of energy, okay? Like feeling like, you know, you have a pep in your step. And that right there is going to affect your emotional well-being, okay? Which is also going to directly affect your love life, Okay, so with this breakthrough, when you have an understanding or when you solve something, just like, humans, when we solve things, when we feel like, we have a, like we're onto the right track or whatever such, we feel much better. We feel like, to be specific, a weight is lifted off of our shoulders. That's what this Ace of Swords energy is, right? A breakthrough. You're going to receive a breakthrough about the three of Cups energy and a Nine of Pentacles. This is going to allow you to be around people, places, and things, and as well as learning how to be yourself, thyself, around these people, places, and things. Okay? I feel like also this is going to counteract people who want to lay it all on you here and want to be in this infatuation energy, because at the end of the day, the way how I'm picking this energy up is feeling like, you're putting on a front, you're being fake, but at the end of the day, you're not being fake. You're not being fake at all, because you figured it out. Because your emotions, a breakthrough for you that was personally for you, it's a gift, okay? You figured it out. And these people can stay doing the same thing as they were doing with the Ace of Wands here. They can stay being puzzled. Okay, now with that being said, since the Ace of Swords is here, we have upcoming success on projects. Okay, we have be optimistic, personal satisfactions on spiritual projects, be creative, surprises. So this is you actually investing. Okay, you're investing in whatever you're investing in what makes you feel good. Okay, this could be shopping, this could be eating, this could be doing your house, this could be whatever it is here. And this is going to lead you towards a new lover, or this is going to make your man, your girl love you even more. Okay, this is not self-love. This is love for everything that you like to do. Okay, it's definitely bringing eyes. And I feel like there is a lot of hate in your energy when it comes to other people and situations. There's a lot of hate. And these people are like in this T9 energy, and they're like, oh, closure, moving on. Okay, hold on, let me read this, because this is how other energies are like coming towards you. They're in this closure, moving on here. This is the end, but always remind yourself, okay? End with closure. Don't leave things open-ended. Leave closed-ended. No touching. Remember, dance, monkey, dance. Hashtag no. Stand for one thing and move as one. The closure you want, you'll have it. So they're doing this because they want closure. Not only that, they're labeling you as something that you're not. Okay, with dance monkey, that's a racial slur. And so they assume that you were being racist or discriminative, or you were being jealous or envious, or you were just trying to start a problem for no reason. You were selfish, you were whatever you was here. You was just trying to be a hoe, seductive, or whatever it is here. You wasn't trying to be none of that shit. What you was doing is basically saying, like, put some respect on put some respect on who I am, because I'm coming to you as I am. I'm dead ass, and you over here talking about like I'm being racist or discriminative on racial slurs or making you feel uncomfortable. You feel uncomfortable because you feel uncomfortable. That's not me. I'm being myself. It's a lot of assumptions, okay? And now there's no assumptions. Now they're still looking at you in the assumptions, but receiving a lot of titles, labels. But every time they label your ass, that means that they should move in mind, body, and soul out of respect. It shouldn't be like, okay, and then being funny. It should be like, you said something, you thought about something, you looked at me, and all I should just be seeing is the fact that you look like an airhead towards me. Because at the end of the day, you got to be objective. You got to be subjective. You got to be unbiased. You don't know. And on a literal level here, you don't know what this motherfucker's thinking, okay, from that point of view, unless you're like really spiritual, empathic, okay, whatever the situation is. You don't know what this person is thinking. If you don't know something, you don't get something, and this is how these people are going to succeed, right? And that's how you're going to, flourish. If they don't know something, they should be in the energy. This is what Spirit's trying to tell them. If you don't know something about this particular person or this particular subject, they don't say nothing. Because this person's in this pure seduction energy. This person is in this performance energy, right? So let it be. Move on. Closure, right? And you're receiving closure at the end of the day. And if they can't move on from you and they keep labeling you or keep doing things to you, something that you're not here, then these are people that are haters. They're haters. They're doubtful. They feel some type of way. And that's not your business. But you're getting a lot of recognition. about your change of position, about your small success here, about your spiritual satisfaction, your finances, your lovers, okay, or your lover, your emotional feelings. Like, you are doing a lot of little things, but putting all that together is causing a big rift, okay, between people who don't deserve it and people who do deserve it. Okay, I'm gonna get one more card. Look, we have O positive, the Joker, the Star Baby. O positive. This is a yes. I'm a hard worker. Look at that. I'm a hard worker. This could be also somebody who's taking care of their children, or they really love their child. Okay, if you guys are seeing bees, this means that you're a hard worker. If you guys don't like bees, well, it's a great sign. Okay, if that bee is being aggressive with you, just know that a baby, maybe somebody's O positive, I don't know, but there's something about a baby. If you want kids, this is your sign that a child will come through from this energy. Okay, if you don't want any children here and you see bees, or this looks like a wasp to me, but it looks like a bee. It's a bee. Okay, I'm a hard worker. This is Spirit saying that you are a hard worker. So at the end of the day, you don't have to prove to nobody, but your success, your whereabouts, okay, the things that are manifesting for you here, it's going to show as you are a hard worker. Okay, it's going to show that you are a hard worker. Over our energy, we do have the Queen of Swords. And then the overall energy for the the Three of Hearts, the Three of Cups here, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here is the Ace of Swords, a breakthrough. So you're receiving a breakthrough about a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or people who are in this Queen of Swords energy, or Queen of Spades. Okay, we have a hostile, lonely, negative woman, an announced conflict, telling lies, and observes. Okay, bringing attention to her. Trying to harm you. This is in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you may, okay, so this is Spirit saying that this is you. They're saying that you are hostile and you're lonely. Okay, they're saying that you're a lonely woman, or divine feminine, or dark divine feminine. You're announcing conflict, and you're telling lies, and you're observing. When you observe things, you're telling lies. You're saying that you see shit for what it is, and you're lying. Okay, they're saying that you're bringing attention to, you want to bring attention to yourself here, and you're trying to harm other people, but that's not the case. That's not true. Okay. Collective, why do I feel like this is, for some of y'all, this could be you, and if this is you, I feel like this is a cross watcher's energy. Okay, but I feel like this is not you here. I feel like someone was in this energy and they're not that, and you the one that end up having a baby. Okay, that could be like a sign for some of y'all here. Like maybe somebody wanted to have a baby, or somebody yeah, this is about like who's like more hardworking than the average Joe. And I'm seeing that there's something about a child, like, okay, hey, I'm the real Slim Shady, I'm a very hard worker, and somebody had a child. Okay, and then I feel like other people were saying this about you before you had a child, and now that you have a child, this is still here, but they're like, oh, you're not that. So yeah, if it quacks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, then maybe it's a duck. Mine with big eyes you have. Mine with big, you know, with hands you have, okay? And I see them looking around, they're like, oh my God, I invested all my time and my energy into this one person. So if you're not that person, then who is it? They're turning to that hole right now. And they're like, you're giving me the chills. I don't know what to do, but I can't tell this person. I can't show this person that this bitch is it. Because obviously there's something about like having a baby or something. A baby is a clear sign, a positive to somebody in the collective, or to a lot of people in the collective, that you are a hard worker. And it was a yes, and you was not the bad guy. Okay, and they're scared of the person that they're living with. They're scared of the person that told them information about you, because it's creepy. Could you imagine? ¿Cómo tú t'appelles? Huh? Could you imagine Could you imagine, you know, like someone feeding you and they were like holding a knife behind their back the whole entire time, and you're comfortable, you're getting easy, everything's great, everything's amazing. And then come to find out that, you know, oh yeah, this person was like the real Slim Shady. This person was like the positive one the whole entire time. I'm a hard worker. And then you find out, and then it's like, the person's looking right at you as you're finding out that this person is actually collective. You actually are the hard worker. You actually are the one. It's creepy because it's like, oh my God, you know that I know. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? It's really fucking creepy. I'm kind of getting the chills. I feel like this person's getting the chills right now. It's not like, what are you capable of? It's not about that. It's about like, bitch, I can't even think no motherfucking thoughts. I can't think about no motherfucking thoughts. And I think a lot of people, speaking about babies, right? I think a lot of people's greatest fear is like, what if this bitch is a really bad mom? What if this bitch is a really bad dad? Like, oh my God, it would scare me to motherfucking death. And this person's greatest fear is coming true. The whole entire time, the fights is what I'm getting. Spirit is saying the fight was about if you were this kind of person. And this whole entire time, this whole journey, this whole chapter, you was a no, that you was not this person. A lot of drama, a lot of court battles, drama, infidelity, all because of the person that they trusted so dearly. This is the person, if you had a baby, this person knows that they did not have a baby by someone who is like this. That's why the Queen of Swords, she's in reverse. And we have the Joker, positive, the Star, baby. I'm a hard worker. It's a fact that you're not this. And for some of y'all person or people in the collective and or both here, some of them are lucky because they don't live with this person. They're far away from this person, or they're far enough to think a little bit of thoughts. They're nervous, they're scared, they're like, checkmate, I don't know what to do. Because they're like, I need to do something about this person that actually is this hostile and lonely individual. They're like, what do I do? I need to do something. Because someone is still like, listen, this person, I'll tell you what, this person's nervous. They nervous. They nervous, I'm telling you. They're nervous. Let's get an exit card here. I think I'm gonna use some tarot. Let's get an exit card. Can I get an exit card for this energy? We have Temperance in reverse here. We have impatience. Okay, this is a lack of patience. This whole energy, the exit card is a lack of patience. Somebody's rushing. Over our energy, we have the Magician. Someone's manifesting, and they're manifesting out of impatience. You see, Spirit brought this energy to you, and you could rush because it's all about good energy. Okay, it's all about, your energy is so good, it's so pure, right? It's this pure seduction, it's announcements. So who wouldn't want to have that? Who wouldn't want to have that rush? You're going through a rush right now. Okay, who wouldn't want to have that rush? But to be on the opposite side and finding out that that person that you live wholeheartedly with, or you love wholeheartedly, trust wholeheartedly, to find out that they were the hostile, lonely person, this is a rush too as well. Like, oh my God, I'm telling you, they scared, they nervous. You know what I keep getting? Spirit keeps showing me, like, you ever seen Dreamgirls? And you remember how Jamie Foxx was so, like, mean to what's her name? Jennifer Hudson? Is it Jennifer Hudson? Yeah, it's Jennifer Hudson. I keep thinking about Jasmine Sullivan. But Jennifer Hudson. And remember, he was talking about how she was fat. Spirit keeps showing me that sign where he was yelling, that scene where he was yelling at her. And he was yelling at her and talking about how she was fat and everything. She can't sing. You always sick. You always laying in the bed. So he ended up getting with Beyonce. He ended up getting with Beyonce. I'm getting visions. And then he And then he come to find out, you know, I didn't even know. I was shocked. That movie still surprises me because I'm really sitting there and I'm like really tunnel vision. I'm like, okay, he got with Beyonce. That's fucked up, you know. I really felt some type of way, like physically about her, not even her character, but herself, you know. Because I was like, how could you? And then I had no clue she was pregnant. I had no clue. Like I was surprised just. I was just as surprised as Jamie Foxx, if I could hold you, okay? I was just as surprised as Jamie Foxx, okay? And I'm seeing that scene where, you know, he runs down the aisle because she ends up doing a show. So he runs down the aisle and he's like, she starts singing a song or whatever, and he runs down the aisle. And he's like, oh my God, that's my child. I still don't know to this day how you put two and two together. I don't know. I think I asked my mom too, like, how did he put two together that she was, I'm like, I think he just saw like the fact that she wasn't as big, and he was like, well damn, how did you lose all that fucking weight? And he was just like, I think that you're pregnant, you know, I think you was pregnant, you know. And then obviously you're gonna bring your kid to your show, and you're gonna put your kid in the first row, obviously. So I just made all those assumptions. Like I just was like, you know. But yeah, I'm getting this sign here where like this person is like, or this energy and or frequency is going all like to the front row, and they're like, oh my God, like, you know, you were pregnant, you know, or you were like the right person. So whatever the situation that you went through here, like it was definitely what you think, okay? It was definitely like I'm getting no doubt the big reveal, okay? We have T1, no doubt the big reveal. Okay, no doubt the big reveal, or the big reveal, no doubt. Okay, I feel like this is it's coming to a shock, okay, to people, places, and things, about not even what has happened, but the fact that somebody put all of their eggs in one basket with one person, and it's coming out that this person was the problem all along. Okay, and it's coming out, it's not even like, you know, the show and the patterns and you know, the new beginnings and the ending. It's also the title of what something is. Okay, Spirit is saying positive. Are you joking? Are you joking? Okay, it's very positive with the big reveal, no doubt. You're finding out information that you may or may not want to see or hear. It's okay. You were always meant to find it. Good karma and keep going. That's you. And other people who are not in denial about that you are not the hostile and lonely person. It's okay. It's only going to get better from here. And next time, don't doubt. Believe this time. What did you find, or are you sharing? So is this person and or situation going to rule not just in your favor, but for their favor? Okay, I know y'all see positive, glowing. I feel like there are people, places, and things that's going to gaslight people, places, and things about the reveal. They're like, you cannot be serious. That obviously, that person is not the person that you think she or he is. That's insane. I will say, like, you do have somebody that fucked you over that is looking very, like, used, and they was manipulated, and they look like they also, it's coming out too as well, like their signature is of them being an asshole. Like if somebody wasn't an ass, if you didn't really know or thought that this person wasn't being as much of an asshole, people see this person's signature. Like for example, they love bomb this person, and then let's just say their signature is like, okay, I just up and leave, or I just, like, you know, bring my friend or my girl or my sister or my brother around a lot more. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing that that person's an asshole. Like that's your style of you being an asshole, because people didn't know that this person, because they love bombed you so much, or this person they wasn't like well known, they didn't really know this person and or a situation like that. So they were just like, oh, okay, I see. They see it all. They see it all. And they're just like, we are dream girls. Dream girls will never leave you. You guys are like, yo, shut up. You are stupid. Dream girls will never leave That shit crazy. That shit go hard. Jaw dropping. Okay, there. I know if y'all listen to this whole read, you can tell by this vibration and the frequency. Jaw dropping. Like somebody's like, "Are you serious?" They look stupid. Especially this is in a work environment, a professional environment. That's not a good ball. Somebody's business. They should just file for bankruptcy. They should just file for bankruptcy while they ahead. That shit is crazy. And if this is y'all, when y'all didn't take something serious, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, you wasn't being a dickwad on purpose. Okay? You wasn't being a fuck talker on purpose. Okay? You were trying at least. Or you was like, okay, let me just wing it because of my age or because what I sound like, what I look like. Okay? No, this is somebody that was being sneaky. Okay? This is somebody that was being sneaky, being funny. They were doing shit on purpose. They wanted to follow a certain classic or trend, okay? Or this person was like, people don't really know me like that either. This person could have ruined your reputation or whatever the situation. They did something to you here. And I don't think this person would have thought that you was going to, you know, come up in there with your Tims. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't think you was going to come up there with your J's, your Tims, and all that shit. Like, this is how I mean, like, come with me, even on your things, yeah. They didn't think that your ass was so fucking confident. They thought your ass was pussy and you was insecure and, you know, you had something to, that you was like the average Joe. If I spit in your face, you just gonna walk away. If I move this way towards you, you wasn't gonna defend yourself, or you was just gonna come out and be like, okay, this is my style. Nah, you didn't do none of that shit. What you said was, and how you moved was, you said, I'm gonna give you information, I'm gonna make your ass think about it too. I'm gonna make your ass think about who I am, and then I'm gonna give you information. That shit crazy. You gave motherfuckers an assignment. I'm hearing exactly. You gave motherfuckers an assignment. That's what it sounds like, and that's what it's looking like. And motherfuckers is passing their assignment. Okay? And I tell you what, they looking at an assignment, and they like, that was a hard-ass assignment because I was this close, or I'm in that motherfucking heat. It's hot as a motherfucker. No doubt. You got a 100%. You scored perfectly. No doubt. You scored poorly. That shit crazy. I don't know what happened, y'all, but like, no joke, man, for real. No joke with this. And y'all just like, living my life, life is golden. Living my life, life is golden. Living my life, life is golden. Okay, freedom. Okay, so that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, to share. Look at the description box below. See that to offer you. Check out my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.